winner take all. I said we're 3 minutes gone here now. It's a sideline over on the far side for Sean Treacy's. With the wind in the first half left, hurling left to right down to the scoreboard end. Sean Treacy's cornerback now is taking this. The ref is looking for... The ref is asking the action with the Treacy's jersey. There'll be a slight delay in play here. While we're waiting, I'll name the Mines team. It's David Shannon in goals, Eddie Ryan cornerback, Ronan Sherlock fullback, Darren Nolan is centre back, Darren McKelvey and Mark Daniels on both wings. Midfield, Colin O'Brien and Pa Leamy. Half forward line of Paddy Fogarty, Brian Seymour, Rory Maher of Oisin Murphy, Conor McKelvey and Andrew Hayden. The Sean Treacy's team is Shane Stapleton in goals, cornerback Emmett Ryan, fullback Sean Hickey, and the other cornerback is Brendan O'Dwyer. Half back line is Paul Nolan, Mikey Feehan, and the other wing back is Chris Egan. The midfield is accompanied with Jody Ryan, and trying to see here now, number 9 is Patrick Deegan. Half forward line Tom Hickey, Brian Carey, Derek Kennedy. Full forward line Stephen Carr, Sean Ryan, and number 13 is Mark Daniels on the stand side. He switches the play, looking for Conor McKelvey. Conor's out in front, great touch by Conor. Conor strikes off the left hand side, he's hooked, great hook there by the Sean Treacy's fullback Sean Hickey. Smart hook, Conor should have probably shortened the hurl. Good interception there by Colin O'Brien. Colin opens the burners, he pops it off to Conor on the stand side. Conor sees Oisin Murphy running through, shot, and it's blocked down by the Sean Treacy centre back Mikey Feehan. Oisin probably too much time in his hands, he probably should have hit earlier, but good tracking back by Mikey Feehan there. And it's a 65 to the Mines. Good build-up play there. Started with Mark Daniels switching to play. Colin O'Brien ran through, popped it off to Oisin. As I said, Mikey Feehan intercepted, and we have a 6 Mines. The man who started that play, Mark Daniels, he'll take the 65 here now. Just placing the ball here now. Slight breeze for the Mines in the first half, playing down to the scoreboard end. Mark is eyeing it up. He lifts, he strikes, and it's at the first score of the game, and it is. It's the first score of the game. The Mines lead a point to no score. We're 5.5 minutes in. Puck out there by Sean Treacy's goalie Shane Stapleton. Again, Mark strikes, and that is popping over the bar. Another point from Mark Daniels, this time from play. It's a Mines 2 points. Sean Treacy's no score. Quick puck out by Shane Stapleton again. Looking for the Sean Treacy's corner forward. Number 13. That's Patrick Carey. Patrick couldn't get up. Mark Daniels again. Mark goes for a third strike. He'll hardly get a third point in a row, will he? And he does. Mark Daniels 3 points in the space of a minute. The Mines lead 3 points to no score. Mark Daniels again. He's absolutely on fire. Shane Stapleton with the puck out now again. Again to Mark Daniels. Loose ball picked up by Derek Kennedy. Dara pops it off to Sean Ryan. Sean Ryan strikes, and that is over the bar. The first score of the game for Sean Treacy's. It's the Mines 3 points, Sean Treacy's 1. And Davy Shannon now with the restart here. Oh, it's a short puck out. Davy misses it. Interception by the Sean Treacy's corner forward. That's Sean Ryan who got the point. Davy was small bit asleep there. Head straight to the Sean Treacy's corner forward. And it's Sean Treacy's 1-1. The Mines 3 points. The Mines good work all undone in the space of 30 seconds there. Davy goes long this time. Looking for Oisin. Oisin gets out in front. Good tenacious play by the Treacy's corner back. They drive it up the field again. Ronan Sherlock out in front. Ronan gets it. Plays a short one to Darren Nolan, but it goes a bit far. Darren McKelvey onto it. The Mines messing around with there in the back. And it's a free in. The ref has called for a free in there. Messy play there by the Mines. After such a good passage of play there, Mark Dennell's getting 3 points in the space of a minute. All of a sudden, Treacy's had the chance to go 2 points clear now. Patrick Harry trying to judge the win there now. Should be fairly straightforward for Patrick, right in front of the goals. He lifts, he strikes, and it's over the bar. Sean Treacy's lead 1-2 to 3 points Short puck out by Davy. He drives at Dara. Dara looks up. He's looking for Andy Hayden inside the corner. It's a good ball. Andy's got away from his man. Good touch by Andy, and it just goes out too far. It's going to be a puck out there for Treacy. Shane Stapleton now again. Shane goes long this time on top of Mark Daniels. Dara Kennedy. Mark out in front. Looks like he was pulled down the ground. Ref didn't see it that way. Good block down by Eddie Ryan to Sean Ryan again. Sean Ryan is clear through. Can the Mines get to him? And it's a good save by Davy. Good save. Davy looks up. He pops it to Eddie Ryan. Eddie to Darren Nolan. Darren goes long this time, straight forward. Conor McKelvey. Can he judge it right? We have a scramble there now. Oisin Murphy in there. And Treacy's come out with. Pops it out to the corner back. Number 4 is Brendan Dwyer. Brendan pops it off to Dara Kennedy. Dara Kennedy to Jody Ryan. It's a foul by by Mark Daniels. Good passionate play here now by Treacy's into the number 13. Good block down there again by Darren Nolan. And Sean Ryan. And it's a wide. It's a wide by Sean Treacy now again. We are just 10 minutes gone. Fairly frantic start here to the game. Davey with the puck out. Andy Hayden out in front. Brian Seymour in there for the Mines. Treacy's come away with it again. It's a good passionate play by Treacy's. Ronan Sherlock battling there with Sean Ryan. Eddie Ryan. Eddie turns it. Needs to use it quick. Eddie to Colin O'Brien. Colin couldn't catch it. He recovers well. Pops it off to Brian Seymour, and it's deemed a foul there by Colin O'Brien. Threw the hand pass off to Brian Seymour. And the ref saw it. It's going to be a free here on the sideline just past the 65. And number 13, Patrick Carey, will come out to take it again. This will be a tricky one now for Patrick. Treacy's have 1-2 to no score got in the last 5 minutes. Good response to the Mines after getting 3 points in a row from Mark Daniels. Patrick sends over it. He lifts, he strikes. And that is looking good. And that's over the bar. It's a good point by Patrick Carey. A tricky angle. But he gets it. And Treacy's lead 1-3 to 3 points. Davy short puck out to Ronan Sherlock. Ronan drives along into Conor McKelvey again. Conor out in front but couldn't get it up. Roy Maher there for the Mines. Treacy's come away with it again. Direct ball. Switches the play. That's into Sean Ryan inside. Good interception by Colin O'Brien. Good tracking back by Colin. Gives it to Eddie. Mark drives it long looking for Paddy Fogarty. That's batted down there by Sean Treacy's wing back. But Conor McKelvey has it. He wins the breaking ball. Off to Rory Maher, off his left hand side on the stand side, and that's over the bar. Good response by the Mines. Good work by Conor McKelvey. And the Mines 4 points. Sean Treacy's 1-3. We're 12 minutes gone here in Kilcommon. There's a Sean Treacy's man down. That's number 5. Let me look at the sheet here. It's Chris Egan. Just getting treatment from the Sean Treacy's physio. We've had a frantic start here to the game in Kilcommon. Treacy's lead 1-3 to 4 points. 3 points from Mark Daniels, 1 point from Rory Maher. Sean Treacy's responded very well with a goal from Sean Ryan. Patrick Carey has popped over a couple of frees. As we said earlier on, it's a winner take all here tonight. Short puck out by Shane Stapleton. He pops it off to Treacy's midfielder coming through. Number 12 for Treacy's there. That is Tom Hickey. Tom couldn't hold on to the ball and he fouls the man. Dara McKelvey running through. A powerful run there by Dara. That should be a fairly straightforward free now for Conor McKelvey right in front of the goals. Conor lifts, he strikes, and that's over the bar by Conor McKelvey. It's the Mines 5 points. Sean Treacy's 1-3. Shane Stapleton now goes long this time again. On top of Dara Kindy, Mark Daniels. Good catch by Mark. Good catch by Mark. He uses smartly. Oisin Murphy out in front of his man. Oisin on the 65. He's running straight in front of goals. Oisin strikes. And that's over the bar. That's a great score by the Mines. Out the Mines 6 points. Sean Treacy's again in Kilcommon. We're 13 and a half minutes gone. A short puck up with Shane Stapleton to the number 7 there for Sean Treacy. Paul Nolan, he couldn't win it first time. Good pressure by Andy Hayden. Brian Seymour. Bit of a ruck. Sean Treacy's man comes out with centre back. Mikey Finn, he drives it long on top of Darren McKelvey. Good touch by the number 14 for Sean Treacy's. That's Stephen Carr, but no one there to support him. Paddy drives it in again to another Treacy's man. Jody Ryan strikes it long, and that is going to the left and wide. And Bishop. Davy Shannon, short one to Mark Daniels. Mark switches the play, finds Colin O'Brien on an acre of space there in the middle of the park. Good jink by Colin. Colin pops it to Rory Maher. Rory strikes, and that's over the bar. Good response by the Mines. Rory Maher with the score. Good play by Colin O'Brien. He jinked to have a shot, popped it off to Rory running through, and that's the Mines 7 points. Shorty. Again, short one by Shane Stapleton. Drives along by Mikey Finn. Or Mikey Finn, sorry. That's Eddie Wright. Eddie blocks it down. Right to the Sean Treacy's full forward. Running through is Jody Ryan. Jody Ryan running through for Sean Treacy's. He's going for the goal. He pops it off to Sean Ryan or Dara Kendi here again. And that's intercepted there by Ronan Sherlock. Ronan and Jody battle over there in the corner. Good block down by Jody, and that'll be a sideline to the Mines. Good passage play there by Jody Ryan. Probably should have taken his point, but he saw Dara Kendi running in beside him and he went for the goal, but was blocked down in the end. We're 15 minutes gone here now. The water break anytime soon. Good cut by Mark Daniels off to Eddie Ryan. Eddie, can he get it up? Ref is blown there for what? I'm not too sure. And it's a free in. I don't know where the free was there, but it's a free in to Sean Treacy's. And again, it'll be Patrick Carey to take it. Should be fairly straightforward for Patrick, just to level the game. Patrick lifts, he strikes, and that's over the bar. We will draw a game here again in Kilcommon. The Mines 7 points, Sean Treacy's 1-4. Davy goes long. On top, Andy Hayden. But Jody Ryan sweeps up. Jody kind of sitting back deeper against the wind here in the first half of Treacy's. Darren Nolan, good block down by Dara. Tap down to Darren McKelvey. Ronan, he switches the play, looking for Rory Maher or Conor McKelvey. Down, couldn't get into his hand. Good play there by Mikey Feehan again. He's trying to find Dara Kennedy. Mark Daniels has the advantage, and that's a good passage play there again by Mark. Mark's having a stormer here tonight. After scoring 3 points, set up 1, and he's a chance now of adding another. He's going to leave it to Conor McKelvey. Conor, his first year senior for the Mines, had a great year last year with the Miners, getting to a county final here in Kilcommon. Straight on the halfway line, Conor lifts, he strikes. That has the legs, has got the accuracy, and it's straight over the bar. The Mines lead 8 points to 1-4. And the ref has called for the first water break today. So at the water break, the Mines lead 8 points to 1-4. Oh, Jesus Christ, they're rusty there now. Fucking hard to look at the sheet and do the phone as well. Yeah. Fuck's sake.
Oh, that team sheet is
And it's all over the place, yeah, exactly. It's all over the fucking place.
Oh, that's the one you get up.
I'm going to do it for, actually, if I pen here, I don't. You pen the bag. Never thought of that, actually. Yeah, perfect. Two. 2-2-2. Who the fuck is number 2? Emmett Ryan. Number 7, Paul Nolan. I'll do the half time. Be alright. Who's number 9? Number 9, Patrick Deegan. Puck out there by Shane Stapleton. We're back underway here now for the second half of the first half. And it's Patrick Deegan. Patrick strikes it off inside to Darragh Kennedy inside. Ronan Sherlock. Good covering there by Eddie Ryan. It's a free in. Darragh Kennedy's holding his head inside. He must got a tap off Ronan. He's gone down. The helmet is off. Looks serious enough. That's going to be a free in to Sean Treacy. He's in a dangerous position. The Mines had cover and all. He's up and fine. Just getting a bit of treatment there. The magic sponge, he's all right again. And then it'll be a free into Sean Treacy to level the game up, which what you think should be fairly straightforward for Patrick Carey. But it looks like Treacy's business. They're bringing up the goalie Shane Stapleton to take this. He's making his way up. Patrick Carey's going to leave to Shane. Shane's going to go for it. It is a penalty. It's not a free. It is a penalty. Must be inside the 14. So Shane Stapleton 1-1 with Davy Shannon here. It's 1-4 to 8 points. Treacy's down by a point. Here we go. Shane Stapleton, goalie against goalie. He lifts, he strikes. Oh, and Davy, he should have got it. Poor strike by the Shane Stapleton. Do that now. And Treacy's lead 2-4 to 8 points. Quick puck out by Davy to Mark Daniels. Mark eyeing up his options. He drives it direct in towards Conor McKelvey. Conor couldn't catch it. Andy Hayden's there. Paddy's there. Andy comes out with good play by Andy. Paddy pops it off to Brian Seymour. Brian has a pop from the sideline, and that is to the left and wide. Good patch to play there by the Mines. Recovered well. Brian just to the left and wide. Shane Stapleton just good catch. Good catch there by Sean Ryan over Mark Daniels. Sean Treacy midfielder run through Patrick Deegan. Patrick Deegan trying to break the tackles. Patrick pops it off to the man running inside Colin O'Brien. Good recovery by Colin. That's the Sean Treacy centre forward. That is Brian Carey. And the Mines recover well. Darren McKelvey drives it long towards Andy Hayden. Sean Treacy centre back is there. Sean Hickey pops it off to Paul Nolan. Paul Nolan off to Jody Ryan. Jody, dangerous ball inside the square. Davy Shannon deals with very well. Darren McKelvey pops it off to Mark Daniels. Mark needs to use this quick. Off to Paddy Fogarty. Paddy's trip there on the halfway line. That will relieve the pressure there for a few minutes for the Mines. Good start to the second half of the first half for Treacy's with a goal straight from the water break. They have a 2-point lead here. Conor McKelvey will come out and take this. About 70 yards out, right in front of the goals. Lissy strikes. And that's over the bar. Good score by Conor. The Mines 9 points. Sean Treacy's 2-4. Shane Stapleton with the puck out. Straight on top of Sean Ryan. Sean Ryan to Paul Nolan. Mark pops it into Oisin Murphy. Good play by the Treacy's full back. Sean Hickey out in front. Nice little tap there. The Mines have a sideline. Rory's going to place this now. Rory's well able to take a sideline. Half between the 65 and 45 on the stand side. We'll have a pop here now, Ad. Rory hits it, doesn't make perfect connection, but in there Connor couldn't come down to the breaking ball. Treacy's come out now it again. Chris Egan in with Ryan 1-2. Good challenge there by Rory. Takes a heavy hit. Rory's down now. Eddie will go into Rory and see how he is. Breaking play here now. Chance for the Mines to get the shape back together. Good start to the second half of the first half for Treacy. As we said, Shane Stapleton came up and scored a penalty right after the water break, which leaves Treacy's 2-4 to 9 points. Bit of a breeze here. As I said, the Mines do have it here in the first half. Dull, gloomy even here in Kilcommon after having such a nice day. The rain is threatening to come, but hopefully it does stay away. Last space inside. He's fine, good to see. Back underway here now. Shane Stapleton into that space that we spoke about. Mark Daniels couldn't get it. Tossing out between Sean Ryan, Dara McKelvey. Good play by Dara. Good play by Dara. Hops off to Brian Seymour. Brian needs to look up. Oisin Murphy. Good moving by Oisin. Oisin pops it off to Andy. Andy's through. Andy strikes, and that is to the right and wide. Good play there by Oisin Murphy and Andy Hayden. Andy settled well, but just couldn't get the strike in. That's a wide for the Mines. We have a break and play here again. John Butler looking for the Sean Treacy man to go off. Looks like a blood sub. Treacy's going to have to bring a man on here. Unfortunately, I wasn't given this Treacy team sheet here tonight, so I don't know who's coming on. If any Treacy's folks watching in will have a fair idea who number 25 is. Shane Stapleton drives it long. Top of Colin O'Brien and Sean Ryan. Good play by Mark. Mark needs to be quicker on this. Off to Darren McKelvey. Darren Akers, a space. Looking for the brother inside. Connor is inside, and it looks like Connor was taken to the ground, but no free. Andy Hayden recovers well. Paddy Forty needs to recycle this. Good play by Treacy's. They're not giving the Mines an inch here tonight. Dirty ruck here now. A good play by the Treacy's corner back. That's Brendan Dwyer. Brendan comes out with. Pops out to Paul Nolan. Paul Nolan drives it in, but Micheál Hogan's out in front of Patrick Carey. Darren McKelvey again. And that's a free one by Darren McKelvey. That's good play by Dara. Oh, this gives you a solid day there. Number 5. He's played a couple of games this year at full back. He's probably more home on the wing. And Mark will take this one. Just past his own 65. Probably 80 yards out. Distance won't be a problem, that's for sure. Mark lifts, he strikes, he mishits it, but drops in, dangerous ball inside. Oisin out in front, good pick by Oisin, lovely little toss to the left and wide, deserved a point. That was good play by Oisin, nice little flick from the miss hit from Mark. And it's still the Mines 9 points, Sean Treacy's 2-4. Shane Stapleton goes long. Dara Nolan reads it well. Off to Andy Hayden, acres of space. And he switches the play, looking for Oisin, or he's looking for Connor. Gets Connor. Good touch by Connor. And Connor wins a free. A smart hurling by Andy and Connor. Andy switched the play, low ball inside. Connor picked it up first touch. And he was brought to the ground by Sean Hickey. Chance now for Connor to bring the game back to a draw game. 2-4 to 9 points. Connor lifts his strikes, and that's straight over the bar. The Mines 4. Just like Division 3A, nothing separating the teams here. 4 teams in the group, 3-3, 2-2. As I said, the winner takes all here tonight. Jody Ryan on the ball. Jody switches the play, looking for a man inside, but good reading by Ronan Sherlock. Ronan drives outward, pops off to Pat. Pat needs to be quicker. Good play by Pat, recovers well. Dara moves the feet, loses the Hurley, and it's going to be a free in for Sean Treacy. Dara lost the Hurley there. Unlucky for Dara. Just one of those things. There's a chance for Treacy now to go a point ahead. And Patrick Carey will come out and take this. Draw game here so far. Should be fairly straightforward again for Patrick. Slight breeze against him. Patrick lifts his strikes, and that's straight over the bar. Sean Treacy's 2-5. The Mines 10 points. Davy Shannon will restart here now again. Davy goes short. Timmy Hogan. On Mihal is blocked down. Dangerous play by the Mines again. Dara Kendi on it. Dara strikes, and that is to the left and wide. The Mines got away with that. Not for the first time here tonight. Sean Treacy's first goal came from a similar situation. The Mines have to be a lot smarter with these puck outs. Davy with the win now, drives it long on top of Rory and Paul. Sean Treacy's wing back, it's number 5, Chris Egan. Direct ball into Dara Kendi again. Dara doesn't get up first time, but he recovers well. He has the advantage, he's run through. He pops it off to Patrick Carey by interception there by Ronan Sherlock. Ronan pops it off to Paddy, but misjudged it. That's Chris Egan again for Treacy's bombing forward. Gets hooked. Ronan Sherlock again. And Ronan is deemed to charge out. And that's going to be a free in for Sean Treacy. Another soft free. Treacy have a chance now to go 2 points clear. Soft free to be given away. It's 2-5 to 10 points here. Patrick Carey put this over the bar. Been deadly accurate so far this evening. And what is a winner take all in Division 3A of the County Senior Hurling League. Clonakilty currently sitting on top with 3 points. The Mines and Treacy's both on 2 points. A draw will actually see Treacy's through on the head-to-head rule with Clonakilty. But the Mines need to win here tonight. Only one team going through from the group. Patrick. He lifts, he strikes. And that's again fairly straightforward. As Sean Treacy's 2-6. The Mines 10 points. Davy with the restart here again. Looking for Brian Seymour. Brian nearly catches it. Unlucky there by Brian. Good pressure there again by Paul Nolan. Paul will take the sideline here. The wind's starting to pick up here as we reach the end of the first half. Colin O'Brien, Darren Nolan. Sean Ryan there for Sean Treacy. Chop. Another free in for Sean Treacy's, or is it for the Mines? I'm not too sure which way the ref has blown it. It's a free in for Treacy's. Another soft free to be given away. Patrick Carey will come out to take this halfway between the 45 and 65. Treacy's have a chance to go 3 points clear. Patrick throws the grass up to see how strong the wind is. He'll have the distance alright. He lifts, he strikes. And that is straight over the bar. Sean Treacy's 2-7. The Mines 10 points. First half coming to a close here in Kilcommon. David to puck out to Brian Seymour. Great catch by Brian. He just loses it as he tried to give the hand pass off. He's under pressure now. He can't catch it again. all the good work from the puck out. Good harassment there by Paul Nolan. Supported there by the Treacy's full forward Stephen Kerr. Good pressure by Treacy's tonight. And a good puck out by Davy to find Brian. Brian probably should have used it a bit quicker. Darren McKelvey. Good cut by Dara. Crosses the field of play. Well read there by the Treacy's blood sub in number 25. Palimi pulls in a Tushin Murphy. And that's a free in. Oisin wins the free in there. Bit of a tug back there by the number 25 of Sean Treacy's. That's a soft one to give away for Treacy's. And Connor should put this over the bar. And that's over the bar. And just like that, it's the half-time whistle. Here in the first half in Kilcommon, Sean Treacy's lead the Mines 2 goals and 7 points to 11 points. We'll be back for the second half soon. Welcome back to the second half here in Kilcommon. John Butler has got us underway. Apologies for the first half if there's any break in frequency. The coverage up here this evening isn't that great. We're back underway here now. Darren Nolan pulls on it. That's Mike Feehan. Mike switches to play. Good reading by Darren McKelvey. Darren out in front and powers his way past. But good pressure again by Treacy's. Tenacious play all night by Sean Treacy's here. Brendan Dwyer reads it well. Gets in front of Andy Hayden. That's Mike Feehan. Passes back to Shane Sableton. Shane sees Sean Ryan in acres of space. Sean looks like he's dropping deep here for the second half. Good jink by Sean Ryan. Ori Quirk on as a half-time sub for Rory Maher. And Ori is deemed to foul Sean Ryan. Shane Sableton will pop out and take this free. It's 2-7 Sean Treacy's 11 points at the Silvermines. If anyone does have difficulties following the game with the stream, we are doing live score updates on Twitter if you want to pop over there. We won't see you stuck anyway. Shane, wise this up. We'll have the distance, we'll have the accuracy, and that is straight over the bar. That's a good score by Shane Sableton. He's now got 1-1 today for Sean Treacy after getting a goal in the first half from a penalty. And that's a 3-point lead now for Sean Treacy's. David Shannon with the puck out to Dara Kennedy. Dara 1-on-1 with Noel Quirk, and that's over the bar. That's 4 points lead now for Sean Treacy. That's 2-9 to 11 points. A risky puck out by Davy. And we've two subs there on the Mines team. Noel Quirk is in for Ronan Sherlock, and Ori Quirk is in for Rory Maher. Conor McKelvey powering through the centre. He pops it off to Rory Maher. Good play there by Sean Treacy's fullback. That is Sean Hickey. Pops it out to Pat Deegan. Pat Deegan powering his way through. Turns the burners on. He's chocked up there by Darren Nolan. Patrick Carey. Oh, he was trying to find Stephen Kerr. But Eddie Ryan finds himself in acres of space. Pops off to Pal Amy. Pal looks for Rory inside. Good turn by Rory. Can he get it up? Mike Feehan there. Throw Treacy's. Good play by Mike. That's number 25 there for Sean Treacy. He's a blood sub there in the first half. Pops off to Jody Ryan. And Eddie Ryan reads it. Eddie gets it up. Needs to find a man. And messy play there by Eddie. Stephen Kerr to recover. Stephen has a shot, was blocked down by Mark Daniels, and that's a chop. That's a chop by Patrick Carey. And the Mines have a free in here now to relieve a small bit of pressure. And sorry there, the subs at half time. It was Ori Quirk in for Paddy Fogarty and Noel Quirk in for Ronan Sherlock. And Noel is actually just down there for a second. Getting treatment there from Eddie and Mike Ferncombe, having a chat with him. Chat with Eddie. Unfortunately, looks like Noel is coming off just after coming on. That's sad to see. Ronan will come straight back in for Noel. Connor takes a free. And that is going to the right and wide. 4 minutes gone here in the second half in Kilcommon. Another sub here on the Sean Treacy's team. Looks like 14 Stephen Kerr is going off the field. Can't see what number it is coming on there. I'm sure we'll find out during the second half. Shane Sableton now have to restart for Treacy's. Shane goes long, straight down top of Sean Ryan, and Ronan reads it well. Moves the feet. Dangerous ball to Darren Nolan. Dara's fouled. Fouled by Dara Kennedy. Dara will take the free. Switches to play, looking for Pal Amy, Andy Hayden. Andy out in front but couldn't kill the ball dead. That's the sub in for Sean Treacy, number 20. Pat Deegan. Pat running through again. Good run by Pat, powerful run by Pat, can't be taken down, and that's a good chop, or good block, sorry, by Ronan Sherlock. It wasn't a chop because the ref would have called it. The Mines relieved the pressure, and Treacy's again battling back to win the sideline. Mines not getting an inch here tonight. It's 2-9 to 11 points. 5 minutes gone here in the second half. And again, sharp start to the second half by Treacy's. Tom Hickey with the sideline, and dangerous ball, and it goes to the right and wide. Dirty ball in there, no one there to win it. Missed everybody. Davey with the restart, looking for Usheen. Usheen, lovely touch by Usheen. He's got lovely wrists. Turns the burners on. Can he get rid of it? Sean Treacy's centre forward. Sean Ryan. Dara Kennedy turns Eddie. Dara has a strike on the sideline, and that's over the bar. It's a smart score by Dara Kennedy. Sean Treacy's 2-10. Silvermines 11 points. And all of a sudden it's a 5-point lead for Sean Treacy's. Davey with the restart to Darren Nolan. Dara uses the feet off to Colin. Colin Dara 1-2. And that's a foul by Colin. Messy passage to play there by the Mines. Colin Dara 1-2, didn't work out. Ball probably should have been driven inside to the full forward line. And as Colin tried to recover the ball, he fouled Patrick Carey, and Patrick will take the free himself. It's a 5-point lead currently here for Treacy's, and a small bit of backs here in the second half. It's on his own 65. He'll have the distance. He's taking a run up to it. He lifts, he strikes. And that's straight over the bar. It's a 6-point lead for Sean Treacy's. It's Patrick Carey again. 2-11 to 11 points. Davey goes long this time. Looking for Brian Seymour. Brian couldn't get it. Paul Flynn there. Or Paul Nolan, Chris Egan there. Switches the play by Pat Deegan. Great snap. Great snap there by Patrick Carey inside. He strikes, and that is Patrick Carey. This time from play, it's 2-12 to 11 points. And all of a sudden, Treacy's have a 7-point lead here in Kilcommon. Hasn't been a great start to the second half for the Mines. Work rate from Treacy tonight has been exceptional. He's going to have bodies everywhere. It's a good catch by Jody Ryan. Jody has a pop himself. And that's short to Davy Shannon. Davy pops off to Micheál Hogan. Micheál to Ronan Sherlock. Treacy's seem to be getting the bodies back on the Mines puck out. Nobody inside the 45 there at the moment. Ball inside to Rory Maher. Can the Mines get something out of this? They really need a score. Good play by Sean Hickey. Sean back to Mikey Feen. Mikey over to Pat Deegan in acres of space. Treacy seem to have men everywhere. Down on top of Patrick Carey again. Darren McKelvey. Straight back to Pat Deegan. Good pressure there by Andy. Puts the pressure on Pat Deegan to get the ball in. It's getting messy inside there now. Ronan Sherlock there for the Mines. Ronan blocked down by Brian Carey. Brian to Dara Kennedy. Dara Kennedy on the sideline again. He got one from the far sideline a couple of minutes ago. And this one is to the left and wide. And there's a Treacy's man down there at the moment. It's Pat Carey. Pat has had a fairly decent game so far today. 6 frees. But an exceptional point from play there. We have 9.5 minutes gone in the second half. It's 2-12 to 11 points. Treacy's with a fairly cosy 7-point lead here at the moment. And the wind on their backs. Pat Carey just getting treatment there for the Treacy's physio. He's up on his feet anyway. Helmet on. Davey will restart here now. For the Mines, really could do with a score here. Haven't scored in the second half yet. Long puck out by Davey, looking for Mark Daniels, who seems to push up the field a small bit from wing back to midfield. And again, body everywhere by Treacy's. Colin O'Brien puts the burners on. And Colin can run it right through the centre, pops it off to Oisín. Oisín under pressure. Again from Treacy's men all around him. Pat Egan switches the play. Looking for Pat Carey inside. Pat out in front of Micheál Hogan, turns him. And good recovery by Micheál, and Darren Nolan there to help out. Great flick away by Micheál again. Colin O'Brien putting the pressure on Sean Ryan. And that's a high tackle from Pal Leamy, but I think the free was back from Colin O'Brien's tackle. There's a chance over Treacy's to go 8 points clear. With Pat Carey again right in front of the goal in his own 65. Halfway between the halfway line and the 65. Small bit of a limp there on Patrick. Eyes it up anyway. Straight in front of the goal. The wind to his back. Patrick strikes, and that is straight over. That's 2-13 Sean Treacy's, 11 points. Silvermines. That's another sub for Sean Treacy's. Apologies to anyone from the Treacy's following tonight. No team sheet for your team, so it's number 18 in, and number 10 Dara Kennedy is off. Davey with the puck out to Conor McKelvey. Conor couldn't get it. Paul Nolan with the front. Pat Egan plays it in to the sub just in for Treacy's, number 18. Nice little turn. He strikes it, and it's good recovery by Eddie. Gets the hook in at the last minute and it's out wide. Short one by Davey to Dara McKelvey. Straight away Dara, quick ball in. That's the ball into Brian Seymour. Brian out in front. Wins it well. Brian strikes, and that is to right and wide. And mine's first shot of the second half. From Treacy's. Every time the Minesman has a ball, there's 2 or 3 Treacy's men around him. Shane Sableton goes long with the wind to his back. Straight inside on top of the 45. All the way through. Ronan Sherlock recovers well. Pops it back to Davey. Davey to Eddie. And Eddie couldn't get up first time. That's Tom Hickey. Tom Hickey gets the breaking ball, and Tom with his first score of the game. That's Sean Treacy's 2-14. Silvermines 11 points. It's a 9-point lead for Treacy's. Mark Daniels looking for Rory Maher. Sean Hickey out in front. Sean's had a good game. Mark recovers it. The breaking ball. Pops it off to Oisín. Oisín has a strike, but again, pressure from 2 Treacy's men. He was hooked and blocked there. Didn't get the full strike in. Pat Teagan here in the middle of the park. Jinx and Joy's left and right. Pops it off to Brendan Dwyer. Mark, the breaking ball. Mark wins the free. No malice in the play there by number 20 Sean Treacy's, but he did connect with the hurley of Mark. And Connor will take the free here on the halfway line to hopefully get the first score of the second half for the Mines. Good strike by Connor. Distance wasn't going to be a problem, and that's over the bar. That's a Mines 12 points. Sean Treacy's 2-14. That's an 8-point lead for Treacy's at the moment. Shane goes long with the puck out. Looking for the sub just in, number 18. But it falls to Brian Carey. Brian ball. And a great response by Treacy's. That's 2-15 to 12 points. Back to a 9-point lead here in Kilcommon. 14.5 minutes gone. Treacy's on the ball again. Paul Nolan pops it off to Pat Deegan. Pat plays it to the man in for Treacy's, number 20. Mark Daniels batting away there. Yard Hogan. Murray Quirk is in there. Who's going to come out with it there? Brian Carey there for Treacy's. And Ori came out with it there, but the ref had blown the whistle. I think he's going to throw it in there. For 15 minutes gone here. No, he's not. He's going to give a sideline here for Treacy's. Tom Hickey will take it. Tom got a pointer a couple of minutes ago. This hits it. Off to Pat Deegan. Sorry, that's Brian Carey. Brian strikes off his left hand side and that's over the bar. That's 2-16 Sean Treacy's. 12 points to Silvermines. All of a sudden, that's a 10-point lead for Sean Treacy's. The ref is called for the water break here in Kilcommon. So halfway through the second half, it's the Silvermines 12 points, Sean Treacy's 2-16. Currently, Sean Treacy's lead the Mines by 10 points. Davy Shannon with the restart goes long, looking for Andy Hayden, and again it's Treacy's coming out with straight back into Davy. Treacy seems to pull the men right back, even though they have the wind on their back, but their bodies everywhere. Eddie to Ronan. Ronan drives it long, and on top of a spare man inside, Mike Feehan, and inside pops off to Jody Ryan. It's a late challenge by Danny Keogh. Danny Keogh just in, a sub there for the Mines, and it was Rory Maher that's taken Danny Keogh in, and Kieran Timmins has also come in for the Mines with what I think is his senior debut. So Game's kind of turned there in the last 5-6 minutes. 4 unanswered points there from the Mines. And Hayden nearly with the faintest of touches. Soccer style crossed in from the sideline. Oh, he needs a little touch but just missed it. Davey go along here now again. Treacy pulled up. Nearly all the men back on the halfway line. They're around 65. Jody again. Jody Ryan's in a great game this evening. Been on a lot of ball.